So last time I needed a bunch of wool for the bed mining that I was doing, which was an absolute pain in the butt to collect. I've got all these sheep in this pen here, and it's kind of slow, and I have to manually do it, and so I've decided I'm going to make a wool farm because this really, I mean, it works, but it's not ideal, and it only gives me one color of wool at a time. Gosh, and they're loud. I don't have any of the redstone in yet, but I've got the basic layout of the building and collection areas done. These aren't necessarily going to create the most wool, but it's nice and simple, and I can fit every color in one area. All the more natural colors like whites, browns, and blacks are going to be on this wall, and then all the rainbow colors are going to be on this wall right here. I don't usually need a ton of wool, so I think even if this doesn't end up creating a ton, it should be enough for what I use wool for. I was originally going to have this in the spawn chunk over here next to the castle, but I think if you have passive mobs in the spawn chunks, it'll actually prevent other passive mobs from spawning in the rest of the world, so I decided to put it over here next to the sugarcane farm. This is just temporary. I'm eventually going to put automatic sugarcane farm in here, and I'm thinking this side of the river is going to be like a farm district or just automation in general. But yeah, I think I'm going to just jump right in and get this project going. Okay, we are up and running. We got everyone where they need to be. Got everyone dyed. As you can see, this is actually creating more wool than I was even expecting it to. Some more than others. I think I forgot to hook up the redstone on some of these early on. A couple of these don't have quite as much as the other ones. I have the collection system down here, and then if we go out here and up this tower, I have rooms up here so that I can add more shears to the system if necessary, and replace the sheep if I have to, for whatever reason. I built this building up, I put the fence in. There's not really anything up there, it's just a bunch of empty space. I'm thinking I'm gonna have villager housing up there eventually. I don't know if they're actually gonna go up there on their own, but if they do, that's great. If not, no big deal. I'll have more housing down here. This building is too big for what it is, maybe, but I think it's fine. It looks cool. I'm happy with it. I also, over here, made a little bridge across. I mean, the bridge was already here, but I made it look nice. I got this fence put in. I put in some more trees. I went and got some of the azalea trees. I also put some in over here. We'll go look at that. I've got these trees basically set up wherever they'll fit. I also added some trees over here to the spawn building. And I also added these window faces in here, just so that you can look down into the spawn chunk if you want. I set up this road over here to go to the back of the castle. It goes underneath both of the bridges and along the side of this building. It's nothing fancy, but I figured it'd be good to have a way to get to the back without having to go through the building itself. We also need a more permanent solution for these animals here in these pens. They kind of get shot by the pillagers whenever I spawn them for the trading. I'm thinking I'm going to rip out the sugarcane right here, and I've got a little bit of a different idea for the building. I just realized that this entire building is one block off, and that is driving me fucking crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Like, you see this right here? This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 should be right here, and then that should be the next one of these. So, oh, I really messed this up. I don't know how I did that. That is such a pain in the butt. Alright, we got this thing bald. Now I just gotta tear down the entire thing. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice this? Alright, that took an obnoxiously long time, but I got it rebuilt, at least the functional part. I'm gonna have to take some time and build up the tower again at some point, but the wool farm itself is working, the chests are in, and everyone's back where they need to be. Turns out sheep are slightly more than one block, so you can't just like push them to one side and move their pen. You actually have to take them out, and that's what I had to do for every single one of these. I accidentally killed a couple of them and had to go find more sheep. Okay, here we go. It's all rebuilt. I looked at the video and tried to recreate it as closely as possible. I think it's more or less exactly the same, except for one block this way. I haven't put all the trees back in here yet. I'm gonna have to do that again eventually. I also worked on the stables here. I moved the cows and the pigs over here. I'm not quite sure what order I'm gonna put them in. These aren't done, but if I need to breed them, they can be in these outside pens. And then I have like an extra pen in here to keep at least 2 of each so that I don't accidentally kill all of them. I also put the tower in over the portal room finally. Nothing much here. This was basically just finishing this tower off. There's nothing inside this yet. It's just for decoration mostly. All the floors are accessible, but none of them have anything in them yet. I think it would be really cool if villagers moved up here. I don't know if they will, even if I put rooms in. I just don't think they really work well vertically. I think eventually they'd all just wander down to the ground floor and get lost. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks so much for watching.